I am going to talk a little bit about polygamy, for example, and part 2 to why men cheat, because someone pointed out, I might have missed something, right? So I think one of the reasons why men cheat, or some men will favour polygamous encounter or marriage, is because of fear. A lot of the time, I do believe they're afraid to get hurt. Men tend to not want to kind of put their heart on the line. They know, they've seen women do it and they've seen the damage it can do. They're not stupid. So I think a lot of the time it enables them, having more than one woman enables you to limit your emotional attachment. And if for any reason one goes awry or AWOL, or turns rogue, for want of a better word, you've always got backup. I think men seek backup. They want to know that somebody will always be there for them. They are physically strong, but not always emotionally strong. And I think many do find it difficult to express themselves or allow themselves to be completely vulnerable to one person. Some do, and I do admire those men. I really do, because they're able to tap into something. To me, they're the strong ones. I think it takes courage and strength to be able to allow yourself to be vulnerable to one person and get to know that person fully, as opposed to spreading yourself thinly and never really allowing anyone to get to know the true you. A lot of, especially you get some black men in particular in the West who like to talk about polygamy, and let's just get something straight now. A lot of the guys that talk about polygamy are broke. I think that the fascination, I think that their ideal would be to have several women, all of which work and bring money in, because the broke men don't realize that if you want to be polygamous, the idea is that you're able to provide for all of the women: food, clothing, shelter, children, everything. And if you can't provide for one, why do you think it will be easier having two? I don't get it. So men with a bit of money cherish that money, and that's why often you'll hear them say, one is more than enough for me, because that one is quite costly. Even if the woman works, women have needs, bills have to be paid, women want to buy things. If you've got children cost money. If you're paying for education, it all costs money. So to be honest, I think a lot of African diaspora men in the West have a fetish, and it's an illusion, really. It's a myth. It is a fantasy, and I mean, whatever helps to get you through the day. But the reality is, polygamy, most men in the West wouldn't be. I mean, it's not legal here anyway. It's not legal. But I don't think most men would. In reality, I don't think they'd want it, and I don't think they'll be able to manage it. And simply put, they can't afford it, and they don't have the emotional maturity quite often to be able to handle more than one woman. And let's say, for example, if those women weren't getting along, nightmare, right? Total nightmare. So it's not something I would advise for any man to really try outside of in their imagination. And everyone's entitled to an imagination. I mean, there are tribes in some places where the women have more than one husband. I don't know, like the Himba, right? You've got with the Himba now, if there's a male guest, the man might say, "Oh, I have my wife for the night," as a way of being generous. Okay, I'm not going to go into that. But it's very interesting. So there are so many different ways of doing things, but I just wanted to address the idea that polygamy is somehow the ideal, and a lot of these broke men have totally got it twisted, totally twisted, you know. One broke woman, two broke, just, you know, dream your dreams, guys, but let it go in reality.